is ready-made coming, it is going to cost you a lot of money. Buy it, so it goes down into the mud, and then it pulls the thing. It's simple made. This is international, MNC, multinational company vehicle. You don't get it in any shops, I challenge you. This is organic, handmade, gilly tractor. And I had to put. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit, said Nichiren Daishonin, born on 16 February 1222 in Kamagawa in Chiba Prefecture of Japan. Died on 13th October 1282 in Ikegami in Tokyo, Japan. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Very, very important. Majority of the people get carried away with that one statement. Like the epic stories, nothing has been said directly to the people. Hence, the major part of the people believe those are stories, it is not for them. This is for you to understand. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance, said Nichiren Daishonin. To give to another, you cannot rob from your parents' property and give to another. You cannot demand a part of your property rights from your parents for your own use. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. By studying by heart without understanding the practical reality of your studies, you cannot go and treat a patient, dear doctors. The moment you enter your MBBS course, that very same day or much before, if you think you wanted to take that MBBS course, please make sure from your kindergarten you should have a love relationship with medicine, and you have understood the medicinal values of let thy food be thy medicine, that your food itself is your medicine. That child understands such a beautiful thing, and then you become the medicine man from that child. And once you have evolved out of that, then you go to an MBBS course. You have the practical knowledge from day one, because you have been treating people. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Yes. That becomes the blessings from the patients. That becomes the blessings from the layman. That become the blessings of your materialistic world. Otherwise, do not take. There should be a non-stop relationship from the time you were born. If you wanted to become an engineer, a civil engineer, then it is your duty to make sure that the child whom you think would like to become an engineer have to be continuously provoked and pushed into the subject of your maintenance department of your house. Everything in the maintenance department of your house, as small as crack, buy the cement, plaster it up. You do not call the maintenance people from outside. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Only then that becomes your own sustenance. Your own sustenance means not your selfish sustenance. Your own sustenance is the roar of a 1,000-man warrior, where you will become a 1,000-man in your practical life of experience, and then you will be able to consciously, unconsciously feed another 1,000. only adding zero. That zero for our Indian Samskriti is called Shunya or Purna. Shunya means in your Shunya, in your emptiness, you will find the deep intimate relationship with the subject you are in. That Purna, anything what you do make sure that you follow it up. Perseverance. Non-stop perseverance on the subject of your patient. Now everything what is happening, hurry-burry, gooseberry, and that is sufficient because you want to create as much money as possible. And then God says you cannot use it also. They brought in First World War, Second World War, and the Third World War without weapons, without the greed coronavirus. They could stop the whole world. Nichiren Daishonin said, that which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Only if you work very, very hard and then you earn out of that, the pranayama, inhale one, from one, you work what you got one, you work very hard, 4 times very hard, and so that you can give 2, what you give 2, inhale 1, retention 4, exhale 2 in our pranayama. They say you should be able to give 2, holding on to 2. After the 4 you got it, 2 you hold on, 2 you give. That which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Nichiren was a Japanese Buddhist priest of the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, who developed the teachings of the Nichiren Buddhism, a branch school of the Mahayana Buddhism. Nichiren declared that the Lotus Sutra alone contains the highest truth of Buddhist teachings suited for the third age of Buddhism, insisting that the state of Japan should only support this form of Buddhism and abolish all others. He advocated the repeated recitation of its title, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and held that Sakyamuni Buddha and all the Buddhist deities were extraordinary manifestation of a particular Buddha nature termed Myoho Renge, that is equally accessible to all. He declared that believers of the sutra must propagate it even under persecution. Yes, that persecution is what? Sustenance. That persecution is your hardest labor. That persecution is called the deep intimate relationship with your subject. That persecution is called the karma yoga. Keep doing work without expecting results, and the results is unbelievable, yes. Nichiren Daishonin said, that which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Keep giving till it hurts. Do not look what you give will return it back to you. When you give it with love, you can see the way you give, the smile what you got shocks you. The love you got shocks you. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit. To light a lamp for another, you should become the light. To light a lamp for another, you should ask, who am I? Like Ramana Maharshi said, ask who am I? And Vivekananda said, awake, arise, awake, arise. Bob Marley said, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit. Yes, your own way will not be lit, because if you light a lamp for another, if they do not know to hold it for you and move in the front, lead in the front, then your way also is lost. So you have to light your lamp. Like the Japanese Zen said, what was your face before when your parents were born? Did you have a Hindu, a Muslim and a Christian face? A Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra face? A black and a white face? Suppose your father has not married your mother. What was your face before when your parents were born? That deep. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit. Yes, that is what Karma Yoga keeps telling. You keep doing your work so powerfully, so strong. When you come back home, yes, and you come in your salary place and you come back home, yes, you have a deep, intimate relationship to give that which you give to another. To give, you have to be conscious to whom you are giving. To give to your brother, to give to your wife, to give to your mother in the house, you have to love her. Otherwise, whatever you work outside, when you come back home, the house is tilted. Your work is disturbed. So make sure there also you are a karma yogi in your factory, in your company. And when you come back home, don't take your wife, your mother and your sister and your children for granted, and your family and your joint family and the family tree. You have to have deep, intimate, always talking, discussing, advertising about what you do it. Don't worry, they are going to pull your leg. You are suspecting they are going to pull your leg. They are going to destroy you because you yourself is not strong. You are copied, borrowed, and you're grown. You have taken a loan to buy a car. That starts the first shivering. First of all, do not take a loan. Without loan, the loan is a devil. The loan makes you a slave. All that glitters is not that gold, goes the saying. And you see the loan, people, you get attracted. Your destruction. You have put the seal for your death knell. Avoid it. Prove from your body. A day will come, the banks will come and ask you, like the Japanese banks went and asked the Japanese Japanese company heads for a loan to pay the rent. That has become the way. Not a gap to be given. Not a gap. You cannot give a gap in this life. In that case, the heart would have taken rest on the seventh day. Every day. When you come back and you discuss with your wife and your children and you understand that and stabilize them, the love relationship and the hard work. The love relationship is not giving a love lecture. Love relationship is working shoulder to shoulder with them. Eating food from the same plate. Taking baths together. Laughing together. And then you can see, you do not have to order. It happens. It strikes without thinking. Answers flows without thinking. Nichiren Daishonin said, that which you give to another will become your own sustenance. Yes. If you light a lamp for another, your own way will be lit. This is my 335th small talks.